What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. It's your boy J Stash back at it again, live from Fan Expo Cleveland. I am sitting next to Emily Swallow, the talented, beautiful armorer from Mandalorian.
Thank you.
Amazing. We just gave an amazing panel here at Fan Expo Cleveland.
We had fun.
I think that was so wonderful. So welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great.
Yeah. What? First time on Whatnot?
It is, yes.
And I know you've got a little bit of a
a
rundown, but a whole bunch of people in the room. I think you're nearing almost 250 people right now. It'll keep climbing.
Oh, that's fun. Hi,
It is
everybody.
fun. So, bunch of collectors here. What's going to be happening today is Emily is going to be signing a bunch of items. We're going to have items in the Buy It Now. We're also going to have items in the auction. So you can get your hands on these today. We've got some prints as well. And we're going to talk Star Wars. We'll talk theater. And then we'll get her out of here because she's busy. She's got a bunch of things to do.
I got people out there.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing
too,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bring the con to you. When you can't make it, download the Whatnot app. We'll bring the con home to you.
Awesome.
It's a Comic-Con in your pocket. Emily, hi.
Hi.
Congrats on all the success with
Thank you.
the role of the armor and the Mandalorian.
Oh my gosh.
So are you super excited for the way season 3 has been turning out, obviously?
I think it's pretty great.
Yeah, I think so too.
I especially love this last episode.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't want to talk about it yet because, to be honest, I
You
haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't watched it yet. So
I had to make sure that I watched it so I knew for sure what happened.
Yeah, I mean, living it and watching it are two different things for you guys?
Well, yeah, because first of all, we shot it like a year ago.
Okay,
And
that
then
gives me a
also,
reference on the timeline, okay.
You know, sometimes we'll shoot different takes of different scenes that feature different lines or don't feature them, and especially with my character, I reveal so many things.
Yes.
Or I withhold so many things, so I need to make sure I know what I have said or not said before I talk to the fans about it.
Got it. You always on your A game, staying up. Do you get a ton of questions on the con lines?
Oh yeah, people are always trying to catch me.
They're like, hey, how about this?
Yeah.
Episode 3, line 48.
Or they want to know what they know that I'm not allowed to reveal anything.
Yes, of course, but everybody's gonna try.
But they're still like, so what do you think about what's gonna happen and
Yeah. So we're not gonna reveal anything here today. But what we are going to give you is some signed, autographed memorabilia. Like I said, we've got prints, we've got toys, we've got figures, we've got comics as well. That Buy It Now, that auction is going to be hot. Are we doing a giveaway for the stream? That is what we're actually giving away, the print right here.
Oh.
So we're going to give it. You'll just pass it over here to Bella, and they'll put it down for you. Look at that. So we're giving this away.
And then we've got my girl Amara.
You are. I'm telling you, the chat has been asking about these. I've got to make sure
we can't
that I
forget
reference
Amara.
it. No, cannot forget Amara. How long was that? How many seasons were you on that?
I was only on there for 2 seasons.
2 seasons, okay.
I was on season 11, and then I came back for season 15.
Are you normally into horror type roles or horror in general?
Nope.
Nope. not. You just picked it up.
I mean, I like to watch it every now and then, but I'm not.
You're built different than me.
I guess
can't
I'm
do
just
horror.
Easily castable and scary stuff.
I mean, I guess so.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means, but I know that people probably definitely loved it because they're asking about it in the chat. So there you go. We've asked about it. The chat is absolutely lighting up again. You guys can get these items in the Buy It Now. We've got items for auction. Emily's taking the time to stop by. She's got a crazy con line. And we can talk a little bit of Mandalorian if that's okay with you. I won't ask for any special treatment. Now, major part of the Mandalorian story as the person who salvaged the Beskar and converted it into the iconic appearance of Din Djarin. How does it feel to kind of describe the moment that you saw the character's outfit? Was the first version the only version, or did you have input in any adjustments?
No, the first version was
it. So
until there have been some adjustments since season 1 because it's not as exciting as you might think because my gloves in season 1 were huge.
Okay.
John called them my oven mitts.
Why is that? Was it just by design?
Well, they were these like big welding gloves, so they would be appropriate
that makes sense for the armor,
for like a big, like huge, proper blacksmith, maybe not proper, a different kind of blacksmith.
Right.
But they made it so that I would try to pick things up like these, and I was just like I couldn't.
You were
I couldn't
fumbling
grab
them?
Things. Yeah.
I think there's like something there, like the armor oven mitts.
Oh, I just got paint on there.
Oh, that's okay. It's a 1-of-1 exclusive now. There's something there. The armor oven mints. Maybe you start a line.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Because I overheard you over there talking about how you and Katie are doing the Bachelorian or
The Bachelorian.
I just heard you talking about
the Real Housewives of Mandalore. I think would be brilliant.
Great titles. I take all of them. Now, so you talked about that recounting the Darksaber and Din Djarin with, you training him with the Darksaber. Do you feel that you have a sense of responsibility to the Star Wars story as you become another name on the list of mentors that have had these kind of like developmental roles, like Obi-Wan did with Luke Skywalker?
I do, but I feel like I'm in such good hands with the way that they have developed this character.
Okay.
And I just check in with them all along the way. And I love that. I mean, the mentor role that she plays to Din Djarin is something that I've loved from the beginning. And even though we don't see her that much in season 1, it does feel like she's sort of pushing him always to be better than what he even thinks he can be.
It's definitely a different kind of teacher-student relationship than we're used to seeing a lot in the Star Wars film, I believe. I think it's kind of a different approach, especially like, you know, seeing your character in comparison. Like, if you could compare to any of those type of mentors, the Obi-Wans or the Qui-Gons, you know, would you feel like your character has any resemblance to some of them?
Well, one comparison that I've really liked lately is that she's sort of the Merlin to Din Djarin's Arthur.
Oh, okay.
So going, you know, completely outside of Star Wars.
That's a good way to look at it. It gives you some context there for sure.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a different approach. Now, huge moment in the series is the banishment of Din Djarin when he becomes an apostate. First off, I'd like to say I've got some thing to say to you. I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but you're no longer a Mandalorian.
Why is that?
Because you've removed your helmet. You've taken it off. But you know what? This is the way.
Well, no, see, there's this fine print in the Creed that when you're at a convention in Cleveland and you're on a live stream for whatnot,
I got that.
You are allowed to remove your helmet.
You know, I've always had a problem with the fact that this beautiful face was behind a helmet. So if it's a whatnot specific exception, I'll take it.
It's in the like fine print of the Creed. Most people don't ever see it.
I'm not even going to bring it up again.
This is actually the way.
Number one rule of Fight Club: you don't talk about Fight Club, right? That's it. So have you had fun with the role in general? Has it been something that is just like you look at yourself, you're like, I'm in Star Wars and I'm a badass character, isn't it?
I mean, I look at these things that I'm gonna sign, and I forget, like, this is me.
That's you.
That's crazy.
It is.
And then it's when I talk like this, when I go what? And then people go, wait, are you really
She's
the armor?
really that excited. It's you minus the oven mitts. I love it. It's the way it works. It is. It's got to be exciting. Now, you see, you come to the conventions, and Star Wars fans, I mean, are just generational, right? They're all ages.
Yes.
Do you feel that, like, you have created a new, I don't know, generation of maybe younglings that might want to come to the convention just to see
foundlings,
you?
If you will.
Foundlings, if I will. You know?
It seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems like there are, I get to meet little girls who are dressed as the armorer. There are little kids who are watching Mando either because their parents loved the original movies, and now, you know, some of those parents come up to me and they say, like, I haven't really been into Star Wars since the original movies, and Mando has really gotten me into it again, and now they get to watch it with their kids. And
it's exciting.
Yeah, there's a whole new generation that loves it.
And if you haven't had the chance to come to the convention and meet Emily yet, or you won't be able to,
come see me.
Yeah, come on over. Get the tickets, come to Fan Expo, and if you can't, download the Whatnot app. We've got items in the Buy It Now. We've got prints, we've got toys, we've got figures, we've got comic books, all types of items getting signed. And I think we have a special item getting signed as well that is...
We do.
So here's the goal with this item. This is going to be our grail item of the season. We're going to have this item signed by, hopefully, you, Giancarlo, Katie, and... I think that should be it, right? Am I missing something? Oh,
Carl?
I would hope if we can get Pedro to sign it.
Oh, Pedro.
That'd be amazing.
That guy.
That guy.
Pedro, who? What?
Have you heard of him before? Have you guys ran into each other on set?
Maybe. I don't know.
Think so. So, yeah. Say that again? Yes, we're going to be getting it now. No, not for purchase. It's just a grail item. Oh, you're telling me. Mercedes as well.
Oh, Mercedes.
That's right.
Dude, she's so cool.
What would I do without my sidebars over here?
Yeah.
I need them to survive.
You'd be in trouble.
I'm already in trouble, so we're well past that part already. As I mentioned, these items are in the Buy It Now. They are going. They're selling quick. Get your hands on them. We've got some comic books that are going to be signed as well for everybody that's asking. And Emily is here. We're live.
Comic books, let me show
Fan
you
Expo
one.
Cleveland. We're
These
live.
Are beautiful.
Yes.
This is Mike Mayhew that did this cover.
You're on a comic book cover.
I mean, and this is
Epic.
what happens too.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of this. I don't know about any of the merchandise when it comes out. I don't know about comic books. And then someone will bring it to my table at a convention, and I just go, what?
Yeah, it's that initial shock. It's like, they did this too?
It's amazing.
Is there an Emily wall in your house with the items that you didn't possibly know about anymore? Like, I don't know, do you have armor collection? Do you collect anything?
I do. I collect stuff. We don't really have a big enough house for there to be like, and it would be obnoxious if I had a
hoarding
wall
is there's
Emily.
Like a really thin line.
So we have a little detached garage sort of unit where we have a whole lot of action figures and Funkos, and then I have amazing
show me.
I have amazing fan art that people make me.
Yeah.
This is something that I was just given
that
at my panel by Slate.
Wow. Slate.
I have varying degrees of artistry.
I love Slate's mindset. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't color outside the lines.
Right? And I told her I love that the armor has clearly been shopping, and she decided to brighten up her color palette.
Yeah, everybody's gotten an upgrade to the armor except for the armor.
She doesn't need to just be in these autumnal tones.
I mean, even though they're in right now, there's room for growth.
And they're very flattering for her helmet. She could branch out.
I think that Slate's definitely onto something.
But I keep all of my fan art, and I keep, I get so many cool, like, little armorer dolls.
Yeah.
I have actually, the coolest thing that I've ever gotten is...
The coolest?
My dog has
You got a dog from somebody?
No.
Oh, sorry.
That could go, that could be great, or it could be like, thank you.
Sorry. I saw people walking around with puppies before. I was confused.
There's puppies at this convention.
Yes, I was confused.
Someone made my dog, someone at this convention actually,
Okay.
I met them 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They made my dog an armor costume.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. You've got a great fan base. They're taking care of it. They're giving you design upgrades. They're giving you input. They're thinking of the dog too. This is what the fans do. This is what it's about. So if you're a fan that hasn't made it to the con, get your items here now. We've got items in the buy now. Look at this comic book. We were talking about it. Marvel 3's Variant Edition. You can get your hands on it right now. Mike Mahan, excuse me.
Exclusive.
Signed. Exclusive.
Yeah.
Mike Mayhew. See that? I messed that up.
I don't even have one of those.
Yeah. She doesn't even have one of those, Jack. All right? She doesn't even know. She needs it for her Emily wall that we're starting to build.
I do.
All right? We've got that going. Okay. Remember, the Buy It Now auctions, we did a giveaway. We're going to be here for the rest of the weekend, and we're in MegaCon next week as well. So bookmark the streams.
Too.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
Hopefully I run into you again. Maybe not next week, because I know you're probably going to be super busy there.
I hear MegaCon is
It's
bonkers.
massive. It's insane. It is insane, the amount. I mean, we went there last year. Thursday to Sunday, it was slammed.
Yeah.
It was nuts. How do you feel that the pandemic kind of helped propel, just like Star Wars fandom as well? Do you see a lot more fans on the con scene now that, things have gotten, I guess, a bit better?
Well, it's hard to say because before the pandemic, I was mostly doing conventions for Supernatural, and The Mandalorian had just come out.
Yes, okay.
So
not so much the reason you were there
for
it. Okay.
But it has been really interesting to see, and it's such a gift to have these conventions and to have them back more fully now. Because it was interesting to see the kind of the flow of people as we started to open back up, and you could tell that everybody was so hungry to be back together and to have community again.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the community has definitely been my favorite part of the convention. I love to see all the cosplay, like the 501, and they're all walking around, and everybody's... Star Wars is definitely a heavy favorite when you go to any convention, in my opinion. Anime is definitely there, though. I mean, anime...
I have heard from some friends who are anime voice actors that they have gotten a lot more fans since the pandemic. So I guess anime was a big viewing thing.
Live streaming's really pushed, the bar on like how much accessibility people have to shows.
Yeah.
So now they're willing to watch more of these anime shows. I mean, I'm an anime fan, but I mean not in comparison to a lot of the things that I've seen. What I am a fan of is obviously we were talking about the your outfit in the armor and everything, and maybe some of the tools. Now, I know that the armorer utilized tools for crafting armor and weapons.
Yes.
But if you could have a saber, what color would the saber be? In the ideal world where this is your saber, you can build it out the way you want.
Well, my favorite color is green.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it'd be green.
It'd be green? That'd be the one to go with? I mean, I think it's available.
Okay.
So for sure, you know,
Cool.
we might be able to work it out. On Whatnot, we figured it out right now. So again,
Nice.
it's in that fine print that we were talking about before.
Oh yeah, you got some fine print
Don't
too.
worry about it. It's all good. The items are flowing. Emily's signing as fast as she can. We're getting these out. The chat keeps asking about Supernatural.
Okay.
I know
let's
that people
go there.
want to know about Supernatural. We talked horror before and where that kind of falls for you. What was it like being on the show for 2 seasons and having to be in this kind of environment? Is it as spooky? Because I mean, Supernatural got, you know, it's not a show I'd watch at night.
It got dark, yeah.
That's not for sure. You know,
I mean, it is dark.
It is
It
dark.
got dark. It was dark
Yeah.
from the beginning.
So is that like, do they try and keep the environment this way, like spooky?
No.
You know, they're playing
Everyone is so silly.
Friday the 13th in the background everywhere.
Everyone's exactly the opposite when we're not rolling.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, and Jared and Jensen have such ridiculous, stupid, and I mean that in the best possible way,
yeah.
senses of humor. And everyone, I mean, here's the thing. I did that show, you know, with a certain group of actors, but it's been going for 15 seasons.
So long.
And
Such
so
a
I
long
meet
run.
so many other actors on the convention circuit who have done it. And every single person that I meet who was on that show, I love.
Oh,
it
that's
just
great.
seems to have like collected the most generous and creative and playful actors, and they're all delightful.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And if you think that she's never said anything nice about them, we got this clip for you.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah,
it's proof.
so
That's
next time
great.
someone complains.
So being involved in such a range of, I guess, genre type of shows throughout your career, I know we talked about you did some cop dramas before as well, and you've done this. Aside from the screen, are you looking to do anything in like production or screenwriting? Are you involved in anything like that?
I would like to get into production, yeah. And I mean, I dabble in writing. I feel like I start things and then I get so distracted, so I need to focus my energy more.
Okay.
I mean, I have people that I love to write with.
Yeah.
My friend Jack, who I used to do a stage show with.
Okay.
She and I love to write together, but she's in New York now, and she's got 2 kids, and she's being, you know, busy being like a mom.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatever. And her kids are like brilliant.
Yeah. Shout out to my 2-year-old daughter, Nyla. Dad loves you, but like, geez, you're taking up my time, cramping my style.
Selfish. Maybe you'll get an action figure.
Right. Get a job, Nyla. No, I'm kidding. All right.
And my husband and I like to create stuff together, and it's just always, I mean, lately I'm traveling so much for conventions, it's a little hard, but like we've done a couple of, we've done some armorer TikToks that make me giggle. They're like the total opposite side of the armorer.
Yeah.
So I just need to get things more focused and figure out how to like, and people do this, I hear.
Yeah.
People organize themselves.
Organization? What is that? I'm still trying to figure that out. So, girl,
I know.
I'm speaking your language here. I'm speaking your same language. Speaking of organized, we've organized the buy it now and the auction items are going up. So if you're looking for a specific item, check the buy it now. We've also got a list of items that are going to be auctioned off. I've got that special item coming up soon that's going to be signed. And again, it's going to be saved for the upcoming shows, but you will have a chance throughout this season to own it.
If something is a holy grail item?
Yeah, so let me explain to you. In the world of collecting, there's like the basic mass-produced items that are widely available to the public, but then every once in a while there's an item that is not as mass-produced, a little bit higher cost initially, but then it becomes so scarce that like, you know, the condition matters. So if you look at the box condition and things like that, it makes it more and more rare. Now, having you sign one of these, have you ever signed that item since you know what it is over there?
I have, yes.
Right. So, but not a lot.
But not many.
But not many. Making it a really limited product. How many out there do you think have the 4 signatures that I just mentioned? You know? Right. So then we start.
One maybe,
right?
Oh, the 4 that you just nobody's got Pedro's.
Nobody's got Pedro's, right? So that might be something that we'll get it on there, and now it becomes this grail item. It means that the value is going to be.
But who has Grogu's autograph?
Oh, I don't know.
That's now the one you got to get.
I mean, hopefully, I know somebody.
He's such a diva, though.
Maybe
it's
my
so
friend
hard to get
Emily,
him to sign anything.
Maybe my friend Emily can help me out with this request. I don't know.
Do you see him at the conventions promoting the show? I don't.
I mean, listen, Grogu, get after it. Get on the convention scene. We're waiting for you.
We're all doing the work.
So that's a holy grail. So the Holy Grail is an item that people are going to want to chase because it's super limited.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like these action figures that you're looking at right now are the Black Series is really cool. You know, they're they're high detail figures. The box design is really nice. So these are the type of things that the Whatnot app is based around. And if you can hear my nerddom coming out, then, you know, that's me being excited about the topic. And
Can I put in a special request for the Supernatural fans?
Yes.
Because while we're talking about collecting.
Yes.
So the Armorer has a Funko Pop.
Okay,
which is awesome.
Yes.
Amara does not.
Does not.
In fact, there is only one female character over 15 seasons of Supernatural that has a Funko Pop.
That has a Funko Pop? Who's that?
Charlie. And Charlie's awesome.
Yeah.
She deserves one. But so do, Rowena needs one. Mary needs one. Amara needs one.
Definitely
So everyone
needs
that
one.
is a Supernatural fan needs to write to Funko and tell them to make Amara, especially, but to make the female characters.
Dear Funko.
Yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. Funko, whohoever you may be.
Funmaker Mike is the guy who.
Oh, okay.
On Instagram.
Straight call outs here.
Write to him on Instagram.
We're not even going to beat around the bush here.
Oh,
Funmaker
he knows me.
Mike.
I've had this conversation with him.
You know what? We're going to make it happen. Liam, can we get on that? You know Mike, right? Funmaker Mike from Funko. Right, there it is. It's happening.
He's writing right now.
In the Palm Pilot. I saw it. Did you see that in his Palm Pilot? It's going. I think he'd already sent the email.
That's his name on Instagram, though. Write him on Instagram.
Write him on Instagram. We need it. We need the Amara Funko Pop, chat.
Yes.
So help us get it. We just ran a giveaway. Congratulations to Brendan, who's taking home another prize. But don't worry, if you didn't win the giveaway, we've got a ton of items in the Buy It Now and in the auction that you can get your hands on, like this comic book, exclusive to the artist, super limited, with Emily's signature on it. Now, Emily.
Yes.
You mentioned before about always being on the road and being a mom, and what's that work-life balance like for you now?
What's a balance?
Yeah, what is that? Have you ever seen a seesaw?
My husband is incredible.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
He's also an actor, so he gets it to an extent.
Yeah.
But he's never done the convention side of things, so I say he gets it to an extent, not to like qualify he doesn't get it, but I mean,
right.
Like he's lived through it and can understand it organically to an extent, and then I just have to love on him so much because even though he hasn't been through the convention side of things, he shows me so much grace for how when I'm traveling all the time and I come home and I don't notice all the wonderful things that he's done for the house and
shout out to the
taking
husbands.
care of our dogs and he's amazing. His name is Chad.
Chad, we love you, Chad. Thank you for
we do love you, Chad.
Laundry. And does Chad cook?
He does.
And dinner.
He likes to pretend that he's not good at it.
Right. He's like,
he doesn't get away with that.
I made you this Wagyu beef with a lobster tail. No big deal. I just threw it together with whatever we had in the fridge. Just I've served it with a side of bubbly.
He tries to do that, though, I think, to get out of cooking. He'll be like, well, I don't really know if I can.
Yeah.
I can't make anything good.
Oh, man, so
yes,
it's not
you
just
can.
me. It's not just me that uses this technique.
Yeah.
My wife will try and tell me to cook something, and I'm like, honey, but you make it so much better.
Yeah. Oh,
you make it so much better.
You went to the same school of husbanding.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm winning. 5 years in, and I'm still home. I've still got a place to sleep.
What's your anniversary?
November 16th.
So you just celebrated 5 years?
Yes,
okay.
Just celebrated 5 years.
So we have 5 years coming up.
Yeah.
In August, the end of August.
I'm learning so much as marriage grows along. Communication is the number. It's really not as, cliche as people say. It's even being on the road so much for me too. I get the chance. I have a 2-year-old, so being on the road, it's I'm trying to be there for some of these moments. And thankfully, my con schedule is lumped, but the summer's hard. So, but it's about the village. Shout out to my family. They really helped make it work, and my wife, who's in grad school and still supporting me. Yeah, she just got accepted to Teachers College in Columbia. She's going to become
what's her name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly, you're awesome.
She's the best.
Congrats.
She's the best. My girl is working to become a school principal. She teaches math in the Bronx. I have no idea what I did to deserve her. So
that's what my husband's father was a principal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
No.
It's not, the road is hard travel for sure. So. Good luck to her, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk about all my person. I forgot who's interviewing who here. What's happening here? All right, I'm getting the signal here that we've got 3 minutes left, but we've got over 300 people in the room that are huge fans of everything you've done. Give them some words. What do you want to say to the people that supported you, or standing in the lines, or
thank you.
Watch your stuff?
I mean, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
I'm beside myself with how much fun I have getting to connect with people and talk to them at conventions and hearing what impact these stories have on them. Because that's, I started acting doing theater, and you have the audience right there.
Yeah.
And you get to feel that reaction immediately, and you have that exchange, and I miss that when I'm doing stuff on camera because you're in a room with a whole bunch of people, but they're not really allowed to react to you.
Right.
Everyone has to be very still and quiet. And so when I come
especially
to
on Broadway.
Yeah. when I come to the conventions, I finally get to like talk to the audience and find out, how they felt about it and how different moments hit them and especially with the different fandoms, I learned so much more about because I'll be honest, I haven't seen all 15 seasons of Supernatural.
That's okay. I won't tell anybody if you won't.
Oops. So I get to learn from the fans about things that I might have missed.
Yeah.
And Star Wars, too. Like, there's plenty in the Star Wars universe that I don't know about. Mm-hmm. And I get to learn from the fans. So. Well,
from the fans to you, sincerely, thank you so much for taking on an amazing role, contributing to an amazing show.
Oh, my gosh.
And being an amazing, person. I've learned a lot about you today. Learned a lot about you today, so thank you so much for your time.
And I've even learned a little bit about you.
A little bit. Well, I like to be secret. Maybe I'll see you throughout the rest of the Fan Expo. I'll share a little bit more.
All right.
I always like to do a thing as we're at the end where I do a sign-off where I say, hey, I'm Jay Stash, and I'm sitting here with, and you say your name. Is that cool? Can we do a sign-off?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much again, everybody, for taking the time. Don't forget, auction and buy it now items are available. You guys can get in on the action. We've got more shows coming up. And signing off from Fan Expo Cleveland, I'm your boy Jay Stash, sitting here with
Emily Swallow.
And we are signing out. Peace out, everybody.